Hello, I'm Nathan, and welcome back to Rather Be Board Gaming and to Arkham Horror 2nd Edition. It is the year of 25, October, and the unnameable Ancient One, or at least for me, Nalarthotep, he's half awake now. He's at 5 doom out of 11, so he's nearly awake, and our investigators are struggling right now. Plus, we have this nasty rumor that came up. Has a chance to put a doom on there each turn. So I got to take care of that. I had to change my plans to do that. So let's look at what we're going to do here for this upkeep. We'll start off, make sure everything is refreshed. Everything is. Don't think she's going to be able to use that this turn. That king in yellow, but hopefully we'll be able to use that soon. So let's pass the first player marker and give Jenny her dollar there. Show you right there. We're going to increase that move. We've got to for the plans that I had to change to take care of that. Then let's see. Dexter, I think we want to increase his fight 2 levels. That's right. 2 levels. Then Jenny, she's not going to do anything. And then poor Mike, you remember he's lost in time and space. So yeah, he doesn't have much of a turn. I think we are ready with the upkeep. Let's see, one more thing. We're going to have Dexter here try to cast the Voice of Ra. So that will cost him 1 sanity. And it is lore of 3 minus 1 would be 2. I really need him to pass this, but if not, we'll try it again using my rule understanding interpretation is that the spell doesn't actually cast and succeed if you don't succeed. You still have to pay the mental cost, but it actually doesn't cast unless you succeed. But he succeeded. Right there, you can see the 5. So that is excellent. So that will be exhausted. That means he has +1 for the rest of this turn on all skill checks. And I do believe that's going to be all for the upkeep. I originally was planning on increasing her will and going here, getting this gate closed, but that stupid rumor has changed my plans. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the downtown, and she will stop there. Then Dexter is actually going to move 1, 2, and he is going to be fighting some monsters. Cultist, we're not worried about that. Vampire, that's a little tricky. This ghost is nasty. It's really nasty. So we'll take care of that in a moment. Let's finish our movement on the board. Well, Jenny, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and leave her in the Miskatonic streets. I thought about picking up this clue, but then she wouldn't be able to reach the portal down there. And Mike, the madman McGlynn, will now stand up, and that is his complete turn. I was really glad I did not have to go insane with him. So let's look at the cultist. This is no problem. We don't even have to do a skill check, and we get an easy combat on him. So let's go ahead and take care of that. No sanity check. +1 on his attack, and we will use the saber there. So his attack is now 3 +2 +1. And he got 1 success. Come on, Dexter, you're starting to scare me. Don't be pulling that stuff. Now, let's look at, I don't know. Both of these are nasty in their own ways. So let's see. Let us look at the ghost. We have a modifier of -2. His will is only 1. It'd be 0. Now I could spend 1 to roll 1 die, but I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna let him. We recently got him help at the asylum, so we'll just take the hit. We couldn't pay it. Now he's physically immune, so this will offer no benefit whatsoever. So we look at his fight, that's 3. And let's see, which one of these spells was I going to use on him? I think Withering will be the way to go. So no modifier to cast, no sanity cost to cast. Cast and exhaust. So I'll just keep trying until I succeed, I guess. So let me do that first. Lore is 3. He could have cast this during his movement, during his upkeep, whatever he wanted to, but there's the success right there. So we will tap this, exhaust that. So any phase, cast and exhaust to gain +3 to combat checks till the end of this combat. So, combat fight is 3. This will give 3. Yes, and the ghost will do -3. Ooh, so that is tough. But we only need 1 success. And we got it. That was a little scary. This guy's pretty nasty. He's only got 1 hit point, but lots of debuffs. And I guess seeing a ghost is more scary than vampires and star spawns. Now this one is physical resistant, so we can use our dagger. Now the saber. The saber says +2, but we have to cut that in half, so it'll be +1. So let me put a die there. Now this has been exhausted. Can't use it. Oh, and I forgot, we've got a +1 roll. So you know what? I'm going to rewind a little bit. I keep forgetting that. I had it written down on a sheet and I'm still forgetting. So, let's see. -2, 1 + 1 would be 2. That would still be 0, wouldn't it? Yep. So, it doesn't matter. Okay. Forget what I said. I know what I'm doing. Now, we'll put Shriveling here. We're going to try to cast that. That modifier is a 3 -1. Sanity cost of 1. Come on, we need this to work. Really need this to work. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I got it on camera. Good. Boom. So we get 1 die there. We will get 6 here. That is magic. And that vampire is not resistant to the magic at all. So 6 + 1 + 3. 1, 2, 3. Minus his 3. But we need to get 2 successes. But I gotta get +1 for my Ra. Don't want to forget that this time. So I only have 1 success. So I will exhaust this to re-roll a combat check. Come on now. That was ridiculous. Yes! I cannot believe he survived. He probably won't survive once he gets into the other worlds, but we cleared up those streets of some nasty, nasty creatures. That vampire and that ghost. That is 4 trophy points right there. Do you guys remember when Amanda ran into Eric Colt? He made her lose 2 sanity. And then he said he'd run around with her, and he's been speeding her up everywhere. Well, my guess, my lore, is that Amanda's been doing some research, and she found out that that is some supernatural speed that he's using. That she heard about this rumor popping up shortly after, and she knew that he was tied to it. So she's going to go here. We're going to take care of this right now. Show you what this says. It says, pass. If a player discards an ally card while in the downtown streets during the Arkham Encounter phase, return this card to the box. Each player draws 2 common items. Nice. So we'll just pretend that he was somehow involved and she figured it out. And that way we don't sacrifice a good ally and friend. You know, he's gone. He's going to take care of that for us. But we'll start with Amanda. She will get 2 common items. Let's see what we get. Ooh, a Derringer and some research materials. Ooh, okay. So that's like a free clue. That'll be nice. Next would be Dexter. Let's see what he gets. The Lucky Cigarette Case and the Bullwhip. Not bad. Oh, reroll a skill check. Nice, nice. Let's see. Now, Jenny will get a map of Arkham. Ooh, an extra movement point. That would have been nice all game. And then combat check knife. That's just one-handed. I don't know that... Yeah, she's got the shotgun, but still, she can hold on to that. In case she gets knocked out, she can get rid of it. And Mike, even though he is in another world, lost in time and space, I mean, we asked the doctor, and he said who? Mike who? We don't know. He's lost. So he's going to get a cross and a 45 automatic. The card didn't say anything about not being able to get those. I don't think there's anything in the book that I can see. So even though he is lost in time and space, he will still get these items. So that is nice. That is a nice... Good job, Amanda. Now is Dexter. So his Arkham Encounter will simply be to enter into another dimension at the bottom of the board. And Jenny down here, she's in the streets, she does nothing, and of course Mike has no turn at all. Otherworld encounters, and Dexter is on all 4 colors, so let's see what we get. Right Eye, Abyss, Other. So it'll be a Other. See if I can get it to focus for you guys. The obsidian door refuses to open. Pass a fight -1 check or stay here next turn. Struggling with it. Ooh. Well, we just raised his fight, so that's not too bad. So fight -1. His fight is a 3. Then he would get 1 for Raw, because that is until the end of his turn. And that is a -1, so it should be 3. So I do believe that is what it means by the end of turn. I don't know if it would be better read as end of this day or this round or whatever. But anyway, 3. Let's see. All right. Mythos phase. And remember, if Amanda had not found out about Eric Colt and taking care of this rumor, then as soon as this card's done, we'd have to roll to see if we add a doom there. So we don't have to do that now. Let's see what we get. An old basement is opened, releasing 2 monsters into the east town streets. And we have the woods. Well, this looks like it's going to be nasty. Jenny is headed to the woods, but we're just too slow on everything. So let's go ahead and put the clue here in the Historical Society. Since there is a gate, there will be a monster surge. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 gates, and we have 4 players. So 1 in each gate. I'm going to go up the board. So I'm going to go the woods, witch house, science building, Independence Square. So first off, we get another dimensional shambler. Those are nasty. And the red bordered, they move fast. Move 2 spaces instead of 1. Witch, that's nothing. And then she's in the witch house. So that makes sense. I guess she's mad we've been killing off all her zombies. Alright. An elder thing. Ugh. And then Independence Square will get a formless spawn. Oh, gross. Okay. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Dexter did an amazing job of keeping us under our limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here is the bad thing. We're going to have 2 monsters spawn. So let me double check the rules to see if this goes first or the gate outburst, because we're going to go over our limit. And yes, it is correct. I was correct. You do go up the card. So we do this first. Technically I should do monster movement now. Then we'll do the clue. Then we'll do 2 monster draws. So let's go ahead and knock out the monster movement. This will move along the white arrow, which is down here. It's unfortunate. And this guy will move there. Don't know if she's going to run past him to get down there or what. That messes up plans, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and no pluses. And we just killed off 3 of the crescent moons, so that's nice. Clue appeared, then the headline. So now we're going to have 2 monsters appear in Easttown. So the first one will be a flying polyp, nasty, Easttown. The next one will put us over our limit, and it's a witch. I would have rather had her on the board. So let me show you how this works. We can only have 4 monsters here in a 4-player game. So we're about to put the 5th, so that means we'll go over the limit. So these will go back into the monster bag. This one will go to the outskirts, unfortunately. And then the terror track right over here, the bottom left of your screen, is going to move up 1 level. The town is seeing too many monsters, too many random things are happening, people are getting scared, and an ally is going to flee town. Let's see. It is John Legrossi. Plus 2 will. Oh, and he let you keep endless monsters as trophies. Oh, that would be amazing against masks and stuff like that. That is crazy. Yeah, I guess he's smart enough. He's figured out about these monsters and some of their abilities. And he is seeing what's going on. He's like, I'm getting out of here. No, so he's gone. He's no longer available. Unfortunate, but there we go. It is looking bad. Let's see what's going to happen this time. Jenny gets $1. So starting with Dex, we want to actually increase his wheel back to 2 while he's in the other dimension, in case he has a wheel check. Usually, if you find a wheel check, it's going to be like wheel -1. Let's go ahead and give him a chance to at least pass. Then Jenny, we're going to actually increase her sneak by reducing her speed 1. So now it's 2 and 2. I know it's a little hard to see on camera, but... And Mike, I'll show you that in a moment for his upkeep phase. Let's see, Amanda, let's do +1 on her speed. We're getting her back up now that she lost that ally. So during his upkeep, now that he is no longer delayed, he actually gets to choose where he wants to go on the board. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll move right into the movement phase. That last monster spawn, and that really messed up my plans. So during the upkeep, Mike will now return, and he gets to choose where he's going. Well, he's going to go right here to St. Mary's Hospital, of course, and that is during his upkeep. So now we enter the movement phase, and we start with Dexter, and he will simply move. It's off camera, but he will move 1 space in the other dimension. Then we go to Jenny. Jenny is going to try to sneak past this zombie. That's why we increased her sneak. And if she does, she's going to move 1, 2 right here into the woods. So we need to do that. But we're going to finish up some other things first in case we have combat. Then let's see, we go to Mike. Mike is not going to move. He's going to stay there. And then Amanda here. See, I wanted to get her into this science building, but there is no way she can get past this creature. I don't think she has enough sneak. If she failed the -3 on horror, she would go insane. I just don't see her getting in there. So we're going to have to change her plan. She's going to go this way, around this nasty monster. 1, 2, and she'll have to stay in the general store and then try to get in the great city next time. Just so frustrating. So now we need to try and sneak past this zombie, because if we don't, we'll have a combat. Now her sneak, we put it up to a 2, and if you remember from before, zombies have a +1 to sneak past. And she failed. Of course she failed. Of course. Of course. Let me see if I have any rerolls. I could use this clue, but I don't know if it's worth it. Because I can have a chance to get 4 clues to close that, to seal that gate in the woods. I need to get her to the woods. I'm just afraid that the next turn, that elder sign or that flying polyp thing is going to swoop down on her. But we'll see. So he instantly deals 2 damage to her because she wasn't paying attention and was just running through the streets, and it grabbed her. Now we do a horror check, so that's a -1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Yeah, she passes this time because now she has 2 braveries, so she could redo that. And then combat is -1, so that should be pretty easy. I'm gonna, let's see, shotgun is +4. Her fight is 2, and zombie is a -1. We only need 1 success, and there we go. We get it. So she did fight him. I knew she could probably beat him pretty easily, but I was hoping to sneak past him to take on that shambler and get in the woods. So frustrating. It's just so frustrating because I'm really afraid that this star spawn, or no, I'm sorry, this elder thing is going to move over, or this will swoop down on her. That flying polyp, yeah. So, Dexter's in another dimension, so he will not have an Arkham encounter. So we go to Jenny, who is stuck in the Miskatonic University streets. Mike is going to pay $2 to completely heal up. He's still nearly insane after fighting off all those monsters, but he at least has his hit points back. And that brings us to Amanda, who is just here in the general store, so she'll just have a general store encounter. The shopkeeper notices one of the items you're carrying, and his face lights up. Say, I've been looking for one of those. You wouldn't mind parting with it, would you? I can pay well. You may sell any one of your common items for twice its listed price. Are you kidding me? Didn't really want to sell the research papers for the free clue that only cost $1. She has 2 one-handed physical weapons, so I decided to let her keep that Derringer she just picked up. We're going to sell the Cavalry Saber. It is a value of 3, so she'll get $6. Nice. Otherworld encounters, another dimension. It's all colors, so let's see what we get. Dreamlands, City of Great Race, so it's going to be other. Come on, focus. Carefully you avoid the gaze of a gigantic eye watching an altar. You may try to pass a sneak check to steal a scroll from the dais. Draw 1 spell. If you fail, you are racked by pain and lose 3 sanity. You know what? I don't need the spell. And I've got the Necronomicon. So it says right there, you may try. I'm going to choose not to. So we don't lose sanity. We want to get him out and close that gate. The Mythos phase. We just need that flying polyp to leave Jenny alone. And yes, it is not moving. Ooh, that Shambler's going to move though. It's going to chase right into her, I think. Nope, it's running away. Are you kidding? She was going to take it out. All monsters on the French Hill streets or locations are returned to the cup. That will be nice. I think we'll lose a couple. Science building and unvisited aisle. So we have a new gate opening, I do believe. Yes, we do. All right. Let's go ahead and put a Doom token right there before I forget while we're sitting there. Unvisited aisle, top of the board. And it's the Great Hall of Celiano. It's a -1 modifier. So that will go here. And science building. The science building should get a clue, but there's a gate portal open, so no clue this turn. Now let's see what else we got going on. Red square. That he will move on black, and since he's red, he moves 2 spaces, so he goes 1, 2. And let's see, diamond and circle. Here's a circle. That's not great. Now she's got to sneak past the witch to get to the witch house. Diamond, yep. We knew that was going to happen. At least that creature's not horrible. This one's not moving. This one's not moving. That's all we have. Hex, hex, circle, diamond, crescent, square. So all monsters in the French Hill streets. Oh, okay, yes, and locations. So it's just those 2 locations then. Really? Oh, that's right, because the third encounter is if you're a member of that Silver Twilight Lodge. That's why there's only 2 locations. I keep forgetting. So yes, this will get returned to the cup, which means Amanda will be able to get into the witch house next turn. So that was actually not horrible. Don't like the doom track going up, but it could have been much worse. Why didn't y'all tell me I forgot to draw a monster for the unvisited owl? Let's see what we get. Another elder thing, which means diamond, yeah, it's going to move, so it'll move out here. I'm losing hope and that we are going to pull this out with these people. Let's see. Jenny will be the lead investigator. She will get another $1. And Jenny is not going to change anything. She's going to have to fight that elder thing right there. There's no sneaking past it. And then she'll probably have to fight the other one the next turn. Mike, I think let's just reduce his speed 1. Get him 3 and 3 on his sneak and speed. He'll have plenty of speed to do what he needs to do. Amanda, not going to change her focus right now. Maybe when she gets ready to come out of the portal. And then Dex, we should have probably last turn done this, but we'll go ahead and move his lore up 1. Don't think... Yeah, he doesn't have enough sanity. We're not going to cast that. Unfortunately, he only has 3 clues. I was hoping he'd have more, but just looking around, I think we're good on the upkeep. So Jenny is going to be fighting this monster. We'll take care of that in a moment. Mike is going to move over here and fight both of these monsters. We'll take care of that in a moment. But Amanda's going to go 1, 2, 3. I want to move her to the witch house, and that means Dexter will pop out of this portal here. And we need to give him a explored portal token. It's just off camera there. Up here at Independence Hall, or Independence Square. And remember, he does not have to evade, fight, acknowledge the monster the first turn he comes out. So there we go. Start here with this nasty star or elder thing. I keep wanting to call it a star spawn. We've already seen that. It has -3, which is nasty. So her will is 4 minus 3 is a 1. She is fully healed up sane-wise, so hopefully if we fail every time, it won't be that bad. finally. Thank you. Because she'll need all that the next time. I don't know what I'm doing. Need to leave that there. She'll need all those next time to fight the next one that moves in on her. So we'll be using the shotgun. So that is 4 plus a fight of 2. And it has no modifier, but we need 2 successes. Remember, shotgun, 6s count as 2 successes. So all I need is a 6. There it is. Boom. 2 successes. She just pulled it out. We take those. Now, over here with Mike, just off camera, he's got another zombie, no problem, and then the shambler. Let's deal with that shambler first. That's the only one that's kind of scary. -2 on his will check. His will is 4 plus 1, so that is a 5. -2 will be 3. And he fails, so we got to spend the clue. I hate to spend his clue, but with his card, he will get 2 rerolls. Let's get 2 new dice. We don't like those dice. Don't want him going insane. You kidding me? You kidding me? There we go. Now the rest of it should be easy. So, -2 on his fight. So his fight is 3. So that'll be a 1. And then we'll do the Tommy gun for 6. He only needs 1 success. Come on, dice. There we go. Just barely. But we got rid of that nasty thing, and now the zombie. So his wheel is 5 -1. His wheel is 4 plus 1, remember? Okay. And his fight will be 6, 3, -1. Only needs 1 success. There we go. Nice fat stack of monster trophies. No Arkham encounter, no Arkham encounter. Amanda will be pulled into the portal to the city of the Great Race, right there, just barely off camera. You can see her down there in the corner. And Dexter's going to try and seal this gate. He can ignore the monster this turn. His lore, we've only popped it up to a 4, unfortunately. But the gate has a +0. We only need 1 success. Let me get this card out of the way. There we go. So he does close the portal, which means he will take this as a trophy. I can remove this from the board for now, but he only has 3 clues, unfortunately, so he cannot seal that location, which means instead of a monster surge next time in Independence Square, it will pop another portal and we'll have another doom, unfortunately. But for now, that is a little bit safer to walk there. Let's see. Squares, he killed the shambler, so we have no square monsters. We're okay on monsters. I actually wouldn't mind a monster surge from, say, this one is the nastiest, I guess. I was hoping to do the wood. I'm going to close the wood, so I don't know. Don't know. We'll see what happens. City of the Great Race is green or yellow. We have green. City of the Great Race. The conical entity tries to teach you some magic. Pass a lore -2 with 2 success checks to draw 2 spells. Ooh, at least there's no penalty. It's just, if you pass, you get 2 spells. If not, nothing happens. But what this means right here, lore -2, but you need 2 successes. Let's see if we can do that. Amanda's lore is a 3. -2 would be 1, and I could use a clue to get 1 die. It's not worth it. There's no penalty. I don't really need the spells with her, so we're just going to fail that skill check. Unnameable. So it is a monster. No. We're going to lose that clue. All investigators currently lost in time and space immediately return to Arkham, appearing in the street or location of their choice. And woods. Nope. It's not too bad, but we will get very close to losing because I don't think we're going to be able to beat him if he wakes up. So we have the unnameable, and a clue would appear at the woods, but again, portal. Let's see what we get. And it is Yuggoth, -2. Ooh, that's a little bit nasty. And we need to draw out a monster. Fire vampire, not that bad. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've been doing a good job of keeping those 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping those at bay. But now this could be nasty. So we have the slanted prism, nothing. Triangle, nothing. Star. So the star, the fire vampire is going to move into the merchant districts. Not nice. Actually, he's going to fly, so he'll fly to the nearest investigator, which is... Gotta be kidding me. And then hexagon, that's a diamond. This is a hexagon, so this will fly to the nearest investigator. So 1, 2, 3. There you go, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll probably have that go to him. I don't want her losing any clues if we can help it. He'll probably go insane. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But we want to get her into the woods. And this thing will move into the downtown. So, oh, nope, it will not because it is in a space with an investigator. So it will not move. It's going to stay there. All right. A little bit nasty. Not horrible. I'm worried about the Doom track because I can't get these gates sealed quick enough. I can't even get into them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we could close all those, we'd win. We'd have the number of players, sealed gate trophies, and we'd have none on the board, but I don't see that happening. If we can get Jenny here, she will close this and seal it guaranteed because of the item she has. And she has enough clue tokens. So if he survives, maybe we have him. He'll go first. Yeah, maybe we have him sneak past this polyp. Go up here and fight this fire vampire. But we'll have to think about that off camera for next time, friends. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me probably lose next turn. Because it is not going well. But thanks again for watching, everyone. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and may God bless you.